Are you responsible for implementing a strategic initiative within your organization? If your answer to that question is yes, then this module is going to be for you. What are you going to learn? You're going to learn about the 7 insights of execution, which are particularly relevant for strategic initiatives. This is research that I've done over the last few years as a professor of strategy and organization at IMD. So what do we know really about execution? Well, it's really difficult to move from informed choices to execution because we have aspirations about how results will actually develop, performance will improve, but sometimes those can become hallucinations. As you can see from this picture, the mirror is not always a beautiful image. Now, when you look at it in more detail, you really know that abilities that you've built up over the past few years can become rigidities. What got you here will not necessarily get you there. So one of the key underlying issues in execution is complacency. You've all probably heard about this famous example of frogs that you put into hot water and then they jump out. If you put frogs in cold water and heat it up, they'll die. The question is, do we have enough urgency for execution to get started? And execution is more than simply bypassing obstacles. What we know for sure is that about 1 in 3 strategic initiatives actually fail. So really, what have we learned over the last few years are these 7 insights to execution. What are they about? Focus first. Do we have the right strategic initiative selected, and do we pay attention to those? Do we pick the best people that actually work on these initiatives and make it part of their daily job? Are we selecting the course and scoping the initiative in a way that allows it to be successful and feasible in the short term? Are we mentally rehearsing and thinking through what it takes for implementation, looking at the resources, capabilities? Are we getting enough support and mobilizing and getting commitment from those necessary? Because often these are initiatives that are across functions within the organization. Are we finally following through and making sure that enough attention is being paid on a continuous basis? And do we have the energy throughout the process to sustain over time? I'm looking forward to your participation in this module, where I hope you'll be able to derive the insights for making your strategic initiative a success.